Hey everyone, today I have a video of the Gemini Jets November 2023 releases. Starting in 1/400 scale, we have the Avianca A330 or A320-200 in the TACA Retro livery. Next up is the Delta A319. Next up is the Emirates A350-900. Next up is the Lufthansa A380-800. Next up is the Southwest 737 MAX 8 in the Amora 1 livery. Next up is the U.S. TWA MD-82. Next up is the United A321neo. Next up is the UPS 747-400. Oh, 747-400. Next up is the Ural Airlines A321neo. Going in the 1-200. Next is the American 787-8 Dreamliner. Next up is the same thing but with flat and slots extended. Next up is the Atlas Air 747-8F. And that's in the Apex Logistics, and it's the final 747. Next is the Atlas Air, it's the same thing, but with the flaps, with the optional open and closing of doors configuration. Next up is the Braniff 727-200 in the Calder Bicentennial livery. Next up is the Delta A330-900neo. Next up is the Porter E195-E2. Next up is the Qantas Freight 767-300 with the optional open and doors open and close configuration. Next up is the Spirit A320neo. Next up is the United 777-300ER. Next up is the same thing with flaps and slats extended. Next up is the UPS MD-11 with the optional open and closed doors configuration. Next up is the KC-135 from the Andrews Air Force Base. Next up we have a Gemini Aces 172, which is the U.S. Army in the WX-9 Vandy 1. So that's it for this set of releases. I thought it was pretty good. Not sure if I'm going to be getting any. I like the United A321neo, but I'll be getting the NG version instead. And I like the Porter E195, but I'm just going to wait for 1-400 if I get that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.